All our courses are not just book related, they are true to life. And there are things we can apply to our places of work and also beyond that to our personal businesses when we establish one.
I heard about MSBM through a friend and it came highly recommended. My experience has been very great so far.
My experience has been fantastic because I always wanted to have something that would tune me back to class mode. When you're in an environment with more people, it's easy to learn, so that interaction is very important for me.
I learned about MSBM on the internet and I got a mail and a follow-up call from one of their staff, that's Bukola. The experience has been wonderful. They have a quality program that is well suited for my lifestyle. As an average working class individual in Nigeria, I had desired to have a higher degree without having to leave my work. So when I learned about them, and that was both a classroom and online program, which was the classroom program was actually for weekend. It suited my lifestyle, so I could still work while still fulfill my desire to get a higher degree.
The high point for me is the fact that I have to go back and do a lot of research on my assignments. You just get to see questions, but I don't think I've ever had to use the internet as much as I've done. I've learned even how to use Excel and more other things that I thought I knew. A better way, to research basically, to get answers to questions.
It's not just about the lecture or the office, but it tells us more about ourselves, getting to know our strengths, our weaknesses, and so many things we can. Because the more we understand ourselves, the more it will be easier to lead other people and also to help other people lead themselves.
So far, my high point has been the quality of the program in terms of course material, how I've been able to research on my own, get to apply some of the things and also learn that even the things I've been doing in the past 9 years at work are also in line with management. Basically, there's some things that I do that I never knew actually had some fundamentals. I learned that through the program.
The level of interaction, between the lecturers and the students, where we bring life case scenarios, into play, we bring reality, what we all go through individually, and then we get to talk about it. We learn, from that process. And for me, it has been an eye-opener and it has contributed largely to my work flow, even as a person and to my organization.
For the faculty, I would really give them kudos because for me, I'm the kind of experience in classroom, they try to dissect every bit, narrow it down to what we see everyday life. And they're always on call. I could reach out to a couple of them many times, even when it's not suited for their time, because I know that they close at 5, but because of my schedule, I call them later than that, and they still pick my calls.
It's fascinating, fantastic, it's interesting, it's real, it's up to date with what is going on worldwide.
Whoever wishes to come or has heard of MSBM is a nice place to come. The lecturers are well versed in terms of knowledge.
I'll recommend it to as many people as I can because it's a great eye-opener. It's not just for the qualifications, but what you learn.
The experience has been remarkable. The lecturers are grounded, the classes are quite interactive, and the mode of learning is very flexible, which I really appreciate about the program itself.
My wife actually introduced me to the school. Having done a postgraduate diploma in oil and gas engineering and having risen in my chosen career profession as contracts and procurement manager, there was a need for me to do something different. So my wife actually did some research and came to tell me there's a school with a campus in Nigeria that might just be a best fit for my future endeavors.
I was contacted by one of the marketing managers, of MSBM by mail, and I took interest. seemed like something that would fit well with my schedule. So I decided to follow through.
Okay, I think the part I enjoy the most is the fact that I'm able to develop my knowledge in terms of the business world, and I'm able to see experiences from other class members. My classmates will always give their experiences in the course of the class. Makes it very interactive.
So the high point is what I am learning. Every day, during every lecture, I must confess to you that there are new things outside the core course that we learn, you know. So it's the course content, essentially, that is the high point.
The experience has been great in the sense that I'm able to combine my very busy work schedule, you know, with the way the program is organized here at Metropolitan School of Business and Management. I think it makes it far more convenient when you compare it with other business schools around. My relationship with the lecturers has really been nice. They're quite helpful, friendly, you know, people that are easily approachable, and lectures are quite, done in a very relaxed atmosphere. Everyone is free to make contributions and bring their professional and corporate experience, you know, into the discussion. So if you ask me, you know, I would say that the experience has really been great, insightful, and very practical, you know, in terms of information sharing.
I must confess that it's been a very wonderful experience. The teachers or the lecturers, though young, are able to impart the kind of knowledge I would have expected if I were to travel up overseas for this particular training.
So I think coming to MSBM is a very good decision for me. I would advise anyone, I've even advised a couple of persons already to make attempts to come here.
I already have started recommending MSBM, and I've told them there's flexibility, but you just have to be serious.
I convinced my colleague, you know, to enroll, and he did. And he's currently with me in the same class.
You're able to meet people from different walks of life, combine different experiences. The lecturers give to you a lot of information that you just don't find anywhere.